And we are live on the campus of Tuskegee University, Tuskegee, Alabama, on the Golden Tigers Sports Network, getting set for Golden Tigers basketball as Tuskegee gets set to host the Tigers of Benedict College in SIAC action. Glad you could join us for our coverage on GTSN. Charles Ward with the play-by-play story here as we get set for more men's basketball action. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee come into this night's ball game in search of their first win of the 2024 campaign. They are 0-4 coming into tonight's ball game. They will meet the Tigers of Benedict College, who are in the same situation. They are 0-3 at the beginning of this season and looking for their first SIAC win as well. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee predicted to finish second in the West, and the Tigers of Benedict College predicted to finish third in the East. And right now, each team on the floor looking for that first win to get things started in the right direction on their season. In the Booster Display pregame show, take a look at some of the numbers for these teams as we get set for basketball action. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they are averaging 62 points per ball game from the floor, shooting 39%, 91 of 233 coming into today's ball game. From behind the arc, Golden Tigers at 16 of 22 shooting, or 26% from three-point range. From the free throw line, that's really where the Golden Tigers have really got to get things amped up in the right direction. Right now, shooting 57% from the free throw line, and really need to get that number way north of that. Rebounding, 33.5 rebounds per ball game. Assist, 8.3 per ball game. Turning the basketball over 15.3 times per contest. Averaging 7.3 steals and 2.5 blocks. That's the numbers on the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. For the Tigers of Benedict, they are averaging 65 points per ball game. From the floor, shooting 38%. From behind the arc at 25%, just 13 of 53. From the free throw line, they are 77%, 58 of 75. Coming into the night's ball game, rebounding, they average 36 rebounds per contest, 7.3 steals, and turning it over at a rate of 17.3 per ball game. 6.7 steals and 4 blocks for the Tigers of Benedict College as they come into the night's ball game. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee coming off of that loss in the Atlanta University Challenge to the Broncos of Fayetteville State. That was on Saturday, 64-54. Our apologies. We thought we would have that coverage for you on Golden Tiger Sports Network, but that was with a third-party outlet and not Clark Atlanta, so not able to bring you that coverage. But the Golden Tigers coming up short against Fayetteville State in that ball game. For the Tigers of Benedict, they come into tonight's ball game having lost their last ball game to the Lions of Mars Hill University. They lost that one 56-54 in a very close ball game. So both teams out here on the floor in the Booster Display pregame show, getting set to start basketball action. Starting lineups coming your way momentarily. Before we do that, we'll have the national anthem as these teams get set for SIAC action. Tuskegee 0-4, and the Tigers of Benedict College at 0-3. Tigers of Benedict, coached by Artis Maddox, he's in his 7th season, and the Golden Tigers, coached by head coach Benchy Taylor, Coach Taylor, in his 6th season for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Getting set for the national anthem here inside of Chappie James Arena. We'll step out for a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups just ahead on GTSN.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Back live here in Chappie. James getting set for basketball action. Golden Tigers getting set to host the Tigers of Benedict College in an SIAC matchup. Both teams looking for their first win of the season and first conference win as well. Take a look at the starting lineups. We'll begin with the Alabama Department of Public Health starting lineups with the Tigers of Benedict College. They'll shape it up this way. It'll be the senior, Darius Baggett. Baggett at 8 points per ball game and 5 rebounds per outing, leads the team in assists with 2.5 per contest. Parker Grant, the junior from Columbia, South Carolina, he would join Baggett in the backcourt. Grant at 12.3 points per ball game, 3.7 rebounds. He's got 2 assists total on the season. It'll be Johnny Taylor Jr., a name that sounds very familiar to the music world, but this one's basketball. The junior from Orlando, Florida. Taylor, 6.7 points per ball game and 1.3 assists. Shaquille Hill, the freshman from Voorhees, New Jersey. He'll start 1.5 points per ball game and 2.5 rebounds for him. And rounding out the 5 for the Tigers, it'll be Tony Webb, the sophomore from Chicago. Webb at 7.3 points per ball game and leads the team in rebounds at 6.7 per outing. So it's Baggett, Grant, Taylor, Hill, and Webb, the 5 for the Tigers of Benedict College. They're coached by Artis Maddox in his 7th season. Phil Jackson, Doug Elliott, and Cochran Seawright, the assistants for Coach Maddox. Now the starting lineup for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. It'll be the senior, Kevin Seasbury. Seasbury leads the team in scoring, 14.3 points per ball game and 5.8 rebounds for an outing for the senior from Lithonia. The redshirt sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, Dylan Cambridge gets to start. Dylan at 6'4", 4.7 points per ball game, 4.7 rebounds as well for the redshirt sophomore. The Anthony Pennington, the senior from Kansas City, Missouri, 12 points for Pennington on the season, along with 3 rebounds average per ball game for DA. Rodney Walker, the junior from Decatur, Georgia, he will also be in the backcourt. Decatur native Rodney Walker, 7.8 points per ball game, 3.8 rebounds as well. And rounding out the 5 for the Golden Tigers, it's the junior Kasami Draper from Conyers, Georgia. Draper at 13 points per ball game and 4.3 rebounds. So it's Seasbury, Cambridge, Pennington, Walker, and Draper, the 5 for the Golden Tigers. Golden Tigers coached by Benji Taylor. He's assisted by Jameer Cheek. And Cairo Stanford, the strength and conditioning coach at sideline as well. So those are the starting 5 for both teams. The Alabama Department of Public Health starting lineups. Officials for tonight's ball game, Esposito McClarty, he will be the lead referee. Makari Best and Zach Zamikia, the officiating crew for this SIAC ball game. Glad you could join us on Golden Tigers Sports Network basketball. Golden Tigers trying to get that first win of the season. It'll be Webb in the circle for the Tigers of Benedict, and Draper will jump for Tuskegee. Crowd slowly filing in here at Chappie James Arena on a Tuesday night. Taps up and we're underway. It'll be controlled by the Tigers of Benedict, but Pennington giving chase early on here, trying to take it away. So Benedict now in the half-court set. Tuskegee showing early man-to-man as Webb pops out right side for the basketball. On the weave at the block, this is Taylor. Basketball tapped out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. It'll be important here for the Golden Tigers to get an early start to take a lead here on the Tigers of Benedict. Some of the fans here inside Chappie James. Weather conditions not the best in the southeast, but making it out anyway. Draper, his first touch of the basketball, works it in the paint. Nice head fake by Kasami. Shot rejected inside. Second effort by Draper. That one's off the mark, and Cambridge got a hand on it. Now it's loose on the floor. Bumped at the mid-stripe. Walker trying to defend, and he'll be guilty of his first foul. So team foul number 1 on the Golden Tigers. Maddox trying to get an early substitution into the lineup. Had Dante Wims, the junior from Nassau, Bahamas, starting on the floor. Wasn't given to us as a starter, but he was out there instead of Baggett. But now they're attending to him, trying to wrap that right knee have had some blood showing there, and he's back out on the floor now. Slow start for the Tigers of Benedict College. Remember, they were racehorses last year. Strong contention for that SIAC crown a year ago. But all of those players from last year graduated. Only one player on this roster familiar from last year's team, and that's Denard, the senior. On a turn, this is Tariq Shepard, the senior from Detroit, handling. Whistles on the inside. Pennington went for a steal, and they're going to call a foul on Draper instead. So Kasami picks up his first. That's team foul number 2 on the Golden Tigers. Half court set for Benedict. Entry pass on the inside. Wims got it to the glass, and he gets the first points of the ball game. And they belong to the Tigers of Benedict College. So Rodney Walker Jr. up the floor now to Draper, left side. Kasami penetrates to the rack, left side. Shot rejected on the inside by Webb. Tigers come back the other way, a little bit out of control, but they'll retain it in a half-court set. This is Taylor, threw it right over to Pennington. 3-on-1 now for Tuskegee. Bounce pass, Seasbury to the glass. Kevin finishes, and he gets a whistle as well. Good pass there from Pennington. He'll get credit for the assist. Seasbury with his first field goal of the ball game. And going to the line, as you look at the replay, had the numbers there. Nice pass, easily handled as Pennington got to steal to lead the break. And over to Seasbury, and Kevin so acrobatic and athletic, able to lean in there and got that lay-in for the Golden Tigers. Kevin missed from the line on the free throw, though. Rebound chased down by the Tigers. They go back the other way. Half-court set for Benedict. Frankie Denard, the senior. They lost it on the inside. Draper saves over to Rodney. Walker quickly across the timeline. Squares for 3. Bingo for Rodney Walker and the Golden Tigers. Walker with his first field goal of the ball game. It's a 3-pointer. And Tuskegee with a 5-2 lead after that basket. Rodney just 5 points and 2 rebounds in the loss to the Broncos of Fayetteville State, as the Broncos try to answer with their own 3. Not able to convert, but they'll get a second chance, and they'll get a basket on the penetration down at the block by Frankie Denard. So Denard with his first 2 of the ball game. Up top, whistles. Noah Goins, the freshman from Mansville, Texas, pushed out in front court. Take a look there, squaring up Walker, got a real good look, and the results, nobody can ask for any more than that. Knocked it down, bottom of the net. Tuskegee with a 5-4 lead. Foul was called on Johnny Taylor for the Tigers. That's his first. Seasbury, 3-pointer. That one's off the mark. Rebound. And back the other way come the Tigers. Spinning with the basketball is Grant, left side. Up top, Wings for 3, front of the iron. Here comes Rodney, wants to lead a break for Tuskegee. Cross dribble, left side all the way through. Now, Seasbury, short jumper, back of the iron at the free throw line. Quick step, back the other way goes Grant. At the baseline, all the way through, challenged underneath. Good defensive effort by Chip Culpepper at the block, joined by Seasbury. Kadarius Baguette out on the floor now for Coach Maddox. We were told that Baguette would be starting in tonight's ball game. First spot of duty for him. Half court set for Benedict. 16:49 left, first half. Wims back out top now with the pass to Denard. Seasbury jumps him out front. Work it back out. Shepard handles. Shot clock under 10 now for Benedict. And Coach Maddox going to take a timeout here. Knew the shot clock was running down, but did not see what he wanted to see in that offensive set. So 16:33 remains, first half of play. Tuskegee leads at 5-4. Take a quick timeout here on GTSN.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Tuskegee fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMN.
After the timeout, Tigers of Benedict inbound the basketball. 16:29 left, first half of play. Tuskegee up by a point. They have to hurry. Got it airborne, but after the buzzer. So after the timeout, Coach Maddox took it because they were short on time on the shot clock, and they were still not able to get the shot up before it expired. Good defensive effort there by Tuskegee. They'll get rewarded with the basketball. Culpepper near the mid-stripe. Seasbury handles up top. Walker pushes across the floor to Seasbury. Culpepper for three. Chip back of the iron on that shot. Rebound over to Denard and Benedict. They trail by a point. Denard pushes. This is Wims with the basketball all the way through. Missed on the floater. Backside rebound, Draper. Outlet pass, Walker. Rodney, lead behind for Pennington. Pennington slides the baseline now. And got Draper at the block if he can get it there to him. Now slides it inside, one-on-one against Rogers. And back over to Seasbury. Kevin, hard push at the block left side. Got the shooter's roll as a result. Second field goal by Seasbury in this first half. Three-point shot there. That one finds the bottom of the net. Denard from out front for a three-pointer. Ties the basketball game at 7 each. Walker, right side, slide pass to Draper. Draper to the rack. He's fouled. He'll be going to the line. Rogers defending. He picks up the foul. And Kasami will be shooting at the line for Tuskegee. But that'll be after the media timeout here. 14:59 left first half. Tuskegee and the Tigers of Benedict tied at 7 each. Look at the action going back down the floor. Seasbury with a couple of field goals for Tuskegee to get this basketball game tied. Quick reminder that we do have more Golden Tiger football headed your way on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. That'll be the Turkey Day Classic in Montgomery against Alabama State. That traditional rivalry been reignited. And we'll be there for that ball game. Hope you'll be over there to witness that one as well. You can get your tickets by checking in with the Tuskegee Athletics Department for the Turkey Day Classic. And we're back here tomorrow night with women's action as the Golden Tigers get set to host the Argonauts of West Florida in women's basketball. Golden Tigers on the women's side 1-1 to start the early season. And they'll be going up against the Argonauts, who are undefeated at 3-0 out of the Gulf South. So it should be a big challenge for Coach Deontay Wester and the Golden Tigers in tomorrow night's contest. And just like you see there now, students from Tuskegee likely to be here tomorrow night as well. Nice crowd starting to file in here at Chappie James on a Tuesday night. Tuskegee and Benedict. This is the 15th meeting between these two schools. Benedict leads the series overall at 9-5. And actually Benedict's won the last two ball games that the teams have played and won them both, equaling their score in each at 96 last year. They won them in the first round of the tournament. They beat the Golden Tigers 96-75, and in early January beat Tuskegee 96-73 right here in Chappie James. Draper at the line shooting for Tuskegee and missed on that first free throw. And Kasami now for the second of two. Missed them both from the line so far. Tuskegee 0 of 3 from the free throw line, and we talked about the free throw troubles coming into this ball game at only 57%. Back the other way, a turnover by the Tigers of Benedict gives the basketball back over 2, Tuskegee. Early in this ball game, down in the corner, Austin Taylor's got some space, and Austin with a field goal. That's his first field goal of the season. So behind the arc, Taylor with a three-pointer. And a turnover again for the Tigers of Benedict. And the basketball back over to Tuskegee, where they put 3 up on the scoreboard for Austin with that three-pointer instead of totaling to the final score. Looks good nonetheless in the corner. Taylor got his first field goal of the season for Tuskegee, and that makes it a 10-7 score. Good to see it out of Austin to show that kind of offensive prowess. 5th turnover of the ball game for the Tigers of Benedict. Pennington for 3. Rainbow shots off the mark, but Draper down at the block got the rebound, and it was tapped out of bounds off of the Tigers of Benedict, so it'll stay with Tuskegee with 14-16 remaining in this first half of play. DA to inbound it, got it in play to Pennington. Draper, that is. Draper all the way to the rack right side, and Kasami got the lay-in. So Draper with his first 2 of the ball game. And a foul called in the backcourt this time. They're showing that the foul was called on Pennington in the backcourt. So that'll be his first. Half-court set now for Benedict. Out front with the basketball, this is Frankie Denard. Taylor pulling out on him defensively. Now top of the key, Campbell handles. Khalil Campbell, the sophomore. Now right side, Shepard. Bounce pass across the floor. 3-point effort, Parker off the mark. Rebound to Taylor. He wants to run. Quick step right side for Tuskegee. Nice bounce pass at the block. Draper there. And he finishes with the flush for Tuskegee. Assist to Taylor. And Kasame does the rest inside. 14-7 lead for Tuskegee. Shepard handles. Lost the dribble. And they'll get him for the travel violation. So turnover number 6 by the Tigers of Benedict. As Campbell departs, take a look at this transition basket here. Draper at the block, good push by Taylor. And you get Kasami near the rack. That's going to happen every time. Good bounce pass there. And there, the flush for the finish. 13:26 remains first half. Tuskegee with his best start of the season so far. Walker set to inbound it just in front of the scorer's table as Seasbury departs. So it'll be Austin Taylor out there, Rodney Walker, Kasami Draper, DeAnthony Pennington, and Chip Culpepper, the 5 now for head coach Benji Taylor. As you see Esposito McClarity, the head referee for the ball game, on your screen there just in front of the scorer's table. And Tuskegee with the basketball after the turnover. Walker out front now. He'll work it right side. Lost the dribble up top, DA. Pennington on the move. Foul line extended with the jumper. Back of the iron. Fought for the second chance opportunity. Did not get it. Rebound comes clear to Denard. Bounce pass to Grant. Back out front. Now they push it back out. Shepard's got some space. He can't find the range. Draper finds the rebound for Tuskegee though. We're down to 12:39 left first half. Rodney across the floor to Kasami. Up top, Culpepper handles. Down at the block, Draper. They're trying to catch up with him there. Kasami works his way inside the paint. He's fouled on the inside. That foul will go against Bretner Mutombo, his first of the ball game. So take a look, Rodney or Kasami working on Mutombo on the inside. Mutombo, you take a look at him on the screen, saw him in the pregame just talking to him at the scorer's table. He was asking Paul Carney, our PA announcer, what was a Wi-Fi passcode. And Paul told him it's Golden Tigers. It's Tuskegee Golden Tigers, not Benedict Golden Tigers. So wanted to make that clear. And Draper finally gets that free throw to fall. So his first free throw of the ball game. That's the first one for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Kasami with one more coming. Draper leads the team from the floor at 44% shooting. And actually he's tied with Seasbury, both at 44%. And Draper leaves the second free throw on the front of the iron. Tuskegee jumps into full court pressure. And they get a steal there. Now they're going to go Culpepper for a kick of the basketball. Chip, the defensive specialist for Tuskegee, almost created that turnover there. Tyshawn Boyce, the sophomore from Long Island, New York, out on the floor. His first spot of duty in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. Boyce at 3 points per ball game, 2.7 rebounds. Half court set. Long three-pointer there, way out front by Grant. Shots off the mark. Basketball chased down in the corner. Giving it a hard chase in that corner over there near the trainers area for Tuskegee was Parker Grant. You see him coming back out onto the floor as that long rebound. And he barreled into a couple of coolers down there. Looks to be okay. Marcus Jeter giving him a hand up. As we go to 12 minutes left in this first half, Tuskegee up 15-7. Culpepper dumps it down at the block. Boyce leans back with the jumper. Tyshawn off the bench scores right away. First field goal of the ball game for him. Good form by Boyce. Backcourt pressure. Shepard on the move, right side. He's clipped on the inside. See if he was in the process of shooting. Boyce guilty of the foul. That's his first. Team foul number 3. If you take a look at Boyce falling away from the basket. Good form on that fall away for him to get his first 2 of the ball game. Come to a media timeout here inside Chappie James Arena. 11:39 remaining in the first half. Your score, Tuskegee 17, Tigers of Benedict 7. More after the timeout.
Be the you you've always wanted to be. Wind Creek Casino. It's your kind of fabulous.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Tariq Shepard at the line for the Benedict College after the timeout. He hits that first free throw for Benedict. Shepard with his first points of the ball game. First free throw attempts for the Tigers of Benedict. Shepard missed on the second. Boyce clears the rebound. Right now, Tuskegee 7 of 15 shooting from the floor at 47%. Pennington up top to Rodney. Walker sets the offense right side. Seasbury coming off of a screen. Now they work it back to Rodney Walker in the corner. Now at the block. Boyce again missed on that shot. Same spot on the floor as he got his first field goal, but not able to collect on that one. Benedict back the other way now. Sliding all the way through left side and to the glass. Shots off the mark by Baguette at the base. Seasbury slides left side, leaning back with the jumper with his back to the rim and turning to Seasbury for his third field goal of this first half. He's got 6. Tuskegee with a 19-8 lead and a whistle down low. They call that one on Tyshawn Boyce. So Boyce has picked up his second personal. Got that one field goal before he departs. Fouled out of the ball game against Fayetteville State on Saturday. As Shepard handles in a half-court set now for Benedict. Out front with the basketball, this is the junior, Parker Grant. Goins guarding him. 9 to shoot now for Benedict. Out front, Grant with the jumper, front of the iron. Tapped around, Draper kept it alive over to Seasbury. Here comes Kevin with a quick step right side. Outruns the defense, but he's fouled on the attempted lay-in right side. They call that foul on Parker Grant. And as you take a look at Kevin, now look at him on the replay. Just a burst of speed by him. So quick, got to the rack, really outran Grant's defense, who was defending right side. So Kevin at the line to shoot. He's got 6 so far in the ball game. Now I'll make it 7 with his first free throw. Substitution for Coach Maddox. Matumbo departs the ball game, and Tony Webb Jr. back out. Kevin good for both free throws, 8 in the ball game for him. Tuskegee lead now, largest of the ball game, 21-8. Full court pressure by the Golden Tigers. Shepard at half court, and a whistle there. Kevin going for that basketball, and so was Grant. They collided near the mid-stripe. So Kevin picks up that first personal. But honestly, that could have gone either way. They were both chasing that loose basketball. Wems, the junior, to inbound it for Benedict. Perspiration spot. Everybody pitching in on that one. More fans continuing to come here inside Chappie James. 7 o'clock start here Central Time for this contest. Only men's action tonight, women tomorrow here from Chappie James. Grant slides it left side all the way through. Left-hand shot, it won't stay down, but a rebound underneath is Wems, and Wems got the lay-in. He's got 4 points in the ball game for the Tigers of Benedict. 21-10 lead for Tuskegee. Rodney up top with the basketball. Works it left side to DA. Draper with a screen. DA right side, now slides it at the block to Goins. Noah, right-handed floater is good by Noah. His first field goal of the ball game. 23-10 Tuskegee leads, 9:20 remains first half. Taken away by Pennington. Pennington one-on-one against Baguette. Turns with the jumper, nicely done by Pennington, the senior from Kansas City. DA's first field goal of the ball game. Got rewarded for good defensive work there, and that little turnaround jumper in the paint gets his first 2. In the corner, Grant can't find the range. Draper clears up to Rodney. Rodney with a quick step right side in the corner. Pennington for 3. Front of the iron on the rainbow shot there. Rebound to Tariq Shepard and the Tigers of Benedict. Cross dribble by Shepard all the way through. Lost the basketball off of his right knee. Back over to the Golden Tigers. Pennington takes a seat. Host and Taylor back out on the floor. You see Pennington after the steal. Good body control there. Floater inside the paint as he was actually going toward his left. But watch him there just collect himself and floats it with the right hand. That's the way shooters do it. His first field goal. Tuskegee with a 25-10 lead. And the basketball. Full court pressure now by the Tigers of Benedict. Taylor in the backcourt, up to Kevin. Seasbury trying to get across the mid-stripe, but denied there by Denard, and they'll get him for the foul. So Denard picks up his first. And it'll be Seasbury, far side of the floor, to inbound it. Rodney Walker, you take a look at him on screen, the junior from Decatur, Illinois. 7.8 points per ball game for Rodney. He's averaging 2 assists per ball game and 2 steals, really becoming that floor general for Tuskegee. Inside he goes to Draper. Draper lost it momentarily to the rack, had it partially deflected, and it'll stay with Tuskegee. Tony Webb blocked it out of bounds, and Tuskegee will have it with 14 to shoot. Taylor floats it inside to Kasami. He goes right to work on the inside, but lost the basketball. Shepard back the other way for Benedict. They got a 3-on-2. Shepard to the rack. He left it short. Taylor quickly back the other way. Bounce past Draper. Draper going to attack on the inside. Back out front. Walker for 3. Remmer falls off the mark. Had a good look. It wouldn't stay. Webb clears for Benedict. We go to 7:50 left. Jumper in the corner. That one's off the mark. Started poorly by Baggett on the shot. It ended that way as well. Tuskegee by 15 with the basketball. Draper up top to Goins. Now at the block, Draper beat the defense, but a good recovery there by Webb. Second effort by Draper results in a basket, and Webb commits the foul. So Kasami not giving up there at the block. Take a look at him there. Missed on that first. That was a good defensive effort by Webb the first time around, but he committed the foul on the second attempt. That's his first personal. Basket good by Kasami. And after the media timeout here, Draper will be going to the line to add to that Tuskegee 27-10 lead over the Tigers of Benedict. We'll see that right after this timeout on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, I'm Lawrence Tony Haygood, Mayor of the historic city of Tuskegee, Alabama, and this is Golden Tiger Sports Network.
I love the lake. It's like one of the few places I can just let go and be myself. I really love it here.
Back live here in Chappie, James. Tuskegee with an excellent start to this basketball game so far from the floor. 11 of 24 shooting at 46%. Tigers of Benedict 4 of 18 at 22%. Draper will be going to the line after finishing on a play inside the paint. Alabama power point in the paint for Draper. And he'll be rewarded with a free throw here as well. Draper in the last ball game, 16 points, 5 rebounds against the Broncos of Fayetteville State. Missed on that free throw there. Tuskegee got the rebound though. They'll have another look offensively. Draper with 7 points in his first half, and again, this time it's Cambridge. Cambridge knocks down a three-pointer in the corner for Tuskegee. So Dillon with his first field goal from outside. Inside play there for the Tigers of Benedict. Webb at the block, had it stripped by Taylor, and they'll get Taylor for the foul down at the block. So Ostin's picked up his first personal. Seasbury with 8 points, Draper with the 7. A couple of players with three-pointers, Taylor one of them. Cambridge also with a three-pointer. Head coach Benchy Taylor, dapperly dressed here tonight for the home opener for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Webb from the line rattles and misses the first free throw. One more coming for Webb. Tigers of Benedict 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Now 1 of 4 as that one's missed by Webb. Cambridge got the rebound, but he was tied up immediately down at the block. once he got that rebound. And the jump ball was called. Baguette tied up Dillon, but the arrow will give it to Tuskegee. So Benedict will show full court pressure now with 6:58 left, first half of play. Everything clicking well for the Golden Tigers so far in this basketball game. Pennington with it in the backcourt. Pressure by Benedict. DA anticipates the double, got it up top to Walker. Now down in the corner, Taylor on the move. Pushes back out front, Walker. Cambridge right side. Euro step, banked it. And they're gonna count that basket. And a foul called on the inside. So good job by Dillon with the body control as Baguette commits the foul. Take a look there, leaning back away from the basket. And the fist pump afterwards. Nice job there by Cambridge. Second field goal by him. He's got 5 in this first half. And he knocked down that one. So Cambridge, good job by him. 6 points in the first half. Half court set, Shepard. Jumper out front. Backside missed badly, but Webb there for a rebound and a putback there for Benedict. So Webb with his first field goal of the ball game. Tuskegee leads at 33-12. Pennington out front, guarded by Denard for Benedict. DA wants to work at the right side. Now slides all the way through to the glass on the bank shot. Pennington leaves it hanging there after the basket. Good work by him. Kind of a one-on-one there. Wanted to take Denard inside, and he did. Got the basket. 35-12 after the basket from Pennington. Tuskegee with the lead. Webb on the inside, lost it. Cambridge has got it. Right side, Pennington, 3-on-2. DA for 3. Oh, yeah. Pennington rattles the three-pointer for Tuskegee. He's got 7 in this first half. 5:46 remains in it. And Pennington knocks down a three-pointer to extend the Golden Tiger lead. Rainbow shot by Pennington, gets a lot of arc on it after the turnover. Knew exactly where he was on the floor and got the result he wanted. Knocks down the three-pointer. Tuskegee leads it 38-12. Cannot ask for a better start out of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee as they try to get that first win of the season. Conference action against the Tigers of Benedict. Tuskegee cheerleaders, as usual here, cheering on the crowd. A special week at Tuskegee as this whole community just tries to regroup after that horrific scene after homecoming. Such stupidity that resulted in this whole community having to just rally around each other. And it has really been something special at Tuskegee here this week. Credit Dr. Mark Brown, president of Tuskegee, just taking the lead on that. His administration knowing what they wanted to do in terms of bringing this community back together to show that despite that effort, Tuskegee remains strong and will stay that way. After the timeout, Tigers of Benedict with the basketball. Tuskegee jumps immediately into full court pressure. Wims handles in the backcourt, got it to Denard left side. Now they got it tied up in the corner there. Matumbo bumping against Goins. Now got it inside the paint. Whistles there. Travel violation on the inside. Deontay Wims from Nassau, Bahamas. Looked like he was taking a trip down to Nassau that time. A lot of traveling there. Turnover number 11 for the Tigers of Benedict. We go to 5:25 remaining first half. Pressure in the front court and taken away by the Tigers of Benedict. Across the floor, they push it. On the move now is Baguette. At the block, now bounce pass back in play to Wims. Matumbo on the move again. Wims in traffic, a double team, and a blocking foul called on the inside. Could be Goings, Pennington, or Boyce. Boyce, they'll call it on Boyce, the person that could afford it least. So Boyce picked up his third personal foul and just got back on the floor for Tuskegee. So Coach Taylor likely going to counter for him, and he will. He'll send in Trey Crawford, the grad student from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. at the next dead ball. 5:07 remains in this first half of play. It's been all Tuskegee thus far, 38-12 over the Tigers of Benedict. At the line for Benedict, Dante Weems. Weems perfect from the free throw line until that shot. He was 6 of 6 coming into today's ball game. So Trey Crawford out on the floor. Crawford only appeared to still looking for his first points of the ball game. 2.3 rebounds per outing for Trey. As Weems rattles that second free throw good. Full court pressure now by Benedict. Walker in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Over to D.A. D.A. trying to get it across the timeline. Slides it across to an alley-oop to Crawford. Nice setup there by Austin Taylor with the alley-oop pass, and Trey off the bench coming in with a good start. Timing pass, and look at Crawford. He likes it. They like it here inside Chappie James as well. Look at the set here by Austin. Saw that developing. Nice alley-oop on target, on time. Crawford knocks it down with the flush. Tuskegee with a 40-13 lead. Got its crowd on his feet on that one. With the basketball. Taylor looks to the inside again. Pennington trying to get it to Crawford at the block. Goins on the inside. He'll be bumped. And a foul call there. It'll either be Weems or Denard. They'll call it on Weems. That's his first. 4:28 remains first half. Culpepper out on the floor. They replay Austin Taylor in that lineup. Taylor will get all kinds of high fives coming to the Tuskegee bench after the work he's turned in. Knocked down a three-pointer earlier in the first half down in the corner. And then just came off the floor after setting up that nice alley-oop pass to Trey Crawford, who finished with the dunk. Goins misses from the free throw line. Culpepper got the rebound. He's tied up on the inside by Chappie Hill. And the arrow will give it to Benedict. Chappie Hill, the freshman from Voorhees, New Jersey. Nice tie up there, he and Culpepper. Tuskegee in full court pressure. Baguette handles. Across the floor to Hill. Left side down too deep as Taylor has to throw it back out front to Baguette. We approach the 4-minute mark remaining in the first half. And a turnover there just in front of the Tuskegee bench. Mutombo thought that Denard was coming out for the basketball. Frankie cutting toward the basket. That spells miscue. And the basketball over to the Golden Tigers. Under 4 remaining first half. Noah jumps out. He'll take the pass. Walker down in the corner now. Up top, Crawford. D.A. thought about the three. Got some space from the foul line. Then jumper. That one's off the mark. Crawford trying to keep it alive. They'll go back the other way. Trey coming over the back of Chappie Hill for the Tigers of Benedict. So Crawford picks up his first. Team foul number 8 on the Golden Tigers. So Benedict will be shooting after a timeout with 3:42 remaining in this first half. Tuskegee with a 40-13 lead. Our first break after the 4. That's a media timeout. We'll step out as well on GTSN.
Hey, Tuskegee fans, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and you are listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go to you.
Keep up with Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network with games and other content carried on the Tuskegee Athletics YouTube channel throughout the season.
Back live here inside Chappie James. Tuskegee really lighting things up here in this first half of play. Tuskegee from the floor shooting 53% now at 16 of 30. And the Tigers have been at college at 24% at 5 of 21. Rebounding in this ball game. Tuskegee with a trailing the Tigers of Benedict 19 to 18 in that category. Biggest difference so far in this ball game has really been the number of turnovers. Benedict in this ball game with 12 at this point. Tuskegee with just 2. Shaquille Hill, the freshman at the line, 1-1, missed on the front end of that. Crawford clears for Tuskegee. Outlet pass, Pennington. Now up top, Walker. Walker's free, fires a 3, drains the 3 for Tuskegee. Rodney with his second three-pointer of the ball game. Tuskegee with a 43-13 lead now. Walker with 6 in the ball game. Half court set for Benedict. All the way through, Shepard left side underneath. Shot was partially deflected, but a call down low. They'll call the foul on Culpepper. Chip picks up his first. So at the line, it'll be Johnny Taylor Jr. as you take a look at Walker squaring. Found the bottom on that one, his second three-pointer of the ball game for Tuskegee. Such a great addition to that backcourt for the Golden Tigers. As the free throw is missed by Taylor on the front end. Tuskegee back the other way. Crawford with it left side. Tied up at the block, lost it momentarily. Now there's a scramble for it on the floor. They unsort it there just in front of the Tiger bench. And at the line, as it all unfolds, Rodney Walker, he was fouled. They call that foul on Mutombo. That's his second. So Walker at the line to shoot now for Tuskegee. And Rodney missed on that first free throw. Walker with another opportunity from the line. 1 of 2 from the line for Rodney. He's got 7 in the ball game now. And the Tuskegee lead is up to 44-14. And we're down to 2:45 remaining first half. Shepard almost traveled there. Got it out front. Shot by Taylor is off the mark. Rebound and a putback on the inside. A whistle there as Hill got a rebound and back to the rack for Benedict. He'll be going to the line. They got Seasbury on the inside for that foul. And Hill back to the line for Benedict to shoot. 1 of 4 from the line coming into today's ball game for the Tigers of Benedict. Looking for his first points of the ball game, and he'll get it on that first free throw. One more coming for the freshman. Good on both. Evan Howell, the senior, on the floor for Tuskegee, inbounding that basketball. Got it over to Kevin Seasbury. Alley-oop at the block. Crawford again! This time Seasbury on the assist. Same man on the finish, Trey Crawford. He's got 4, both dunks. So Crawford, grad student from Colorado, sky high on that one, as he got the flush after the assist from Seasbury out front. So Crawford igniting this crowd here at Chappie James. The lead is 30 for Tuskegee. Right side, Shepard with it for Benedict. Up top on the turn is Grant. Had it taken away by Walker. 3-on-1, Walker Tried to leave it behind on a foul call there on Johnny Taylor, trying to catch up with that play. Walker leading a 3-on-1 break there. Had a couple of players behind him. As you take a look at this play here, Seasbury sets this up nicely, and Crawford finishes nicely for the Golden Tigers. Watch the pass from this angle. Twice as nice for Crawford there. At the line, Walker to shoot for Tuskegee. Just been kind of waiting to see the kind of player Trey Crawford is the last couple of ball games. Hadn't really had a chance to really find his rhythm on the floor. Took a hard stomach shot in Saturday's ball game against the Broncos of Fayetteville. Was not much of a factor in that ball game. But here tonight at Chappie James, he's come alive. Seasbury takes a seat. And out on the floor now, it's the junior, Julian Watson from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Walker from the line. Got 1 of 2 from the line there, make it 47-16. Julian Watson, the junior. Limited playing time so far, but was a big instrumental factor for Tuskegee last year. Kind of a 7th man, if you will, but logged some good minutes for Coach Taylor and Tuskegee. Down at the block, they're trying to work it. Working inside the paint on the turn as Rogers shot rejected inside. Good defensive work by Evan Howell. Howell got the Yellowwood shot on the inside for Tuskegee. Great work there for Tuskegee. And they got a jump ball call there at the free throw line, and that one going over to the Golden Tigers. So Evan Howell, the senior from Snellville. Good defensive work on the inside. Smiles for the camera. 1:28 left first half. Walker across the timeline now for Tuskegee. He'll fire a three-pointer. Missed on this one right side, though. Had everybody kind of sleeping. Took the long three. Back the other way to the rack. That one's going to be good, and a foul on the inside. Running the floor on transition that time was Johnny Taylor. Taylor got behind the defense. Julian Watson going to be guilty of a personal. And that'll send Taylor to the line after converting on the lay-in. He'll have a chance for a three-point play. Interesting to take a look at the sideline there with Coach Taylor and Rodney Walker as he pulled him out after that shot way behind the arc, just kind of cautioning him about you got to always stay in control. That one really unwarranted there. Coach Taylor obviously wanted to burn some time on that trip down the floor and get a better shot to kind of get close to finishing out this first half. But Rodney, the junior from Decatur, Illinois, had different thoughts out front. And sometimes when you get different thoughts, that's where you wind up, is on the bench. Free throw was good there by Taylor. So he'll come away with a three-point play. With 66 seconds left first half. Julian Watson handles for Tuskegee. And TU leads at 47-19. Christopher Whitmore out on the floor for Tuskegee as well. He'll handle in the corner. Now back up top to Watson. 7 to shoot. Culpepper right side. Slides the paint. Lost off of his knee. Going back over to Benedict now with 44 seconds remaining. Coach Maddox trying to get Frankie Denard, the senior, back out on the floor. As Culpepper, the redshirt junior from Hoover, Alabama, had that one fly off of his right leg. Shepard across the timeline now for Benedict. Denard had it tapped out of bounds. Hard work from Chip Culpepper defensively. And it's deflected, it'll stay. I think one official said that was Tuskegee's ball, but he was overruled, saying that it was tipped by Culpepper, and it'll stay with Benedict. Glad you could join us for our coverage on GTSN of Golden Tiger basketball. Special thanks to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. As the Tigers of Benedict will inbound it. Shepard in the backcourt. We're at 30 seconds remaining. Culpepper trying for the steal at the sideline. How about the effort there by Chip Culpepper? Diving for it, tapped it, tried to save it before it went out of bounds. Kind of thing that doesn't show up much in the box score, but boy, that's a motivator for any team to see anybody hustling like that. Culpepper took a tumble on the far side of the floor. We'll take the opportunity to wipe up some of that perspiration here inside Chappie James. Speaking of Chappie James, we're right back here tomorrow night for women's basketball on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Coach Deontay Wester and the Golden Tigers trying to get their second win of the season, 1-1 on the campaign. Won their season opener against West Alabama, but fell on the road on Sunday to the Chargers of the University of Alabama at Huntsville. Out front now, right side on the move is Hill to the glass, banked it hard, but a whistle after the shot fell off. And a foul called on the inside on Evan Howell. So Evans picked up his first with 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Tigers of Benedict will be shooting 2 here, and it'll be Shaquay Hill back at the line again. Freshman's been busy from the free throw line for Benedict. 2 of 3 from the line. Hill from the line, couldn't get him to fall. Basketball chased in the corner. It'll belong to Tuskegee. So Tuskegee with a chance here for one final bucket before we go into the intermission. 10 seconds to shoot. Watson across the timeline, left side. Whitmore, entry pass Crawford. Back up top to Julian. Julian. Whitmore for 3. At the buzzer, had a good look, but Christopher can't get that one to fall. Lefty had a good look, but couldn't ring it true. But Tuskegee rings true in this first 20 minutes of basketball. They go into the intermission with a 47-19 lead over the Tigers of Benedict College. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Very good start for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Let's take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities. Healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Willie Streeter here, owner of Vibes Restaurant and Lounge in Tuskegee, Alabama. Also the host of the Aaron James Coaches Show. And this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Tuskegee fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Brown, class of 1986, president of Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, Tuskegee fans, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and you are listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go to you.
Keep up with Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network with games and other content carried on the Tuskegee Athletics YouTube channel throughout the season.
Back live here inside Chappie James Arena at the intermission. Tuskegee with a 47-19 lead over the Tigers of Benedict College, trying to get that first win of the 2024-25 campaign, and so far a good start for the Golden Tigers. Tuskegee from the floor in the first 20 minutes, 18 of 34 shooting, or 53%. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. Rodney Walker got some space on a three-pointer, able to knock that one down. And then here, B.A. Pennington with some good balance on a fallback on the inside on a transition basket that really kind of got him going. And then Kevin Seasbury with the alley-oop. Trey Crawford got everybody going here inside Chappie James with the second of two dunks after a perfect time pass from the guards out front on the alley-oop, and he was able to finish with two dunks. Got one from Seasbury, and Austin Taylor led him well on another one to really cap off a nice first half for Crawford and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Tuskegee 5 of 12 from behind the arc at 42% shooting, and still hurting a bit as it relates to the free throws. 6 of 14 at 43%. But outside of that, a good first half of basketball for Tuskegee, highlighted by the fact they only had 3 turnovers in the first 20 minutes of play compared to 14 by the Tigers of Benedict College. Tuskegee with Seasbury with 8. R.J. Walker, he had 8. Draper 7. And Anthony Pennington, he finished with 7 in that first half, the leading scorers for Tuskegee. You can count up Benedict's points in this first half just about on one hand. Weems had 5, and Frankie Denard had 5. Johnny Taylor with 4. And they got 2 from Hill and 2 from Webb. And not a whole lot more from anybody else to give them the 19 at the break. They were 6 of 24 shooting in the first 20 minutes of play. And just 1 of 10 from behind the arc for the Tigers of Benedict as we get set to start second half action. Glad you're with us here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Charles Ward here along with our full production crew at Chappie James Arena. Men's basketball tonight and women tomorrow on GTSN. Offense for the Tigers of Benedict. It's pretty similar to what they started out with, despite what they told us. Hill will inbound the basketball far side of the floor. He will do so to Parker Grant, the junior. He'll handle in the backcourt. In the front court, it's Tony Webb, Johnny Taylor Jr., and Tariq Shepard starting in the second half. And the Tigers of Benedict start the second half just like they finished the first half. Lots of turnovers. That's their first here in the second half. Turnover number 15 for Benedict. Walker works it left side up top to Cambridge. Draper on the floor now. Seasbury handles out front. He'll work it left side. Lost it momentarily. And they'll call the foul on Seasbury. Got in for a clip. And Kevin picks up his first personal in the second half of basketball. He's got 3. Team foul number 1 for the Golden Tigers in the second half of play. Grant out front with the basketball, works it to Shepard now. Up top on the turn, this is Hill. Bounce pass inside, Webb got free of Draper and got a lay-in. So Webb with 4 points in the ball game. Walker out front, right side Draper. Pushes up top to Cambridge, in traffic, almost taken away by Shepard, but Shepard riding the back of Walker, and they'll get him for the foul. That's Tariq's first personal. So far side of the floor, D.A. Pennington to inbound it for Tuskegee. Push it in play to Draper. Draper back out front to Pennington. D.A. with 7 points in the first half. Across the floor now, Walker. Cambridge threw it right over on a bounce pass to Webb on a turnover. So Tuskegee with his 4th turnover of the ball game. Back the other way to the rack. Good challenge on the inside. Kevin can't believe it. They're going to get him for the personal, and that'll be his 4th. Kevin standing tall. Take a look at this one defensively. Sliding right all the way through. We get a better look, see if there's some body contact here on this shot. Yeah, we will. Maybe a little bit of lean in there. Yeah, over the top with the upper half of the body. So Kevin with his 4th. And at the line is Johnny Taylor Jr. connecting on that free throw. Just quick shout out to our camera crew right on top of that one, able to see that foul. Kevin may not agree with it, but he was leaning at that top half of the body. Free throws good by Taylor, got them both. And so far, all the points in this second half belonging to the Tigers of Benedict. Full court pressure, Culpepper across the timeline on a Walker. At the block, Draper. Draper challenges, and he'll be fouled at the block by Webb. Kasame kind of putting his body in front of that basketball, waiting for that contact. He got it. He'll go to the line. See him kind of leaning back there, holding that basketball away from Webb. And Webb coming through the body of Draper. And you can't do that. So Draper at the line to shoot. Webb with his 2nd personal. Kasame knocks down the first free throw. Certainly want to see the Golden Tigers up that percentage in the second half from the free throw line to go with the rest of a good solid performance so far. Draper with 8, rattled and missed the 2nd of 2. Taylor trapped in the backcourt. Bounce pass, Shepard had it tapped from behind. Tuskegee almost with a steal there. Shepard instead fires a 3, front of the iron, rebound tapped around, out to Culpepper. Chip with a 1-on-2. Now leaves it back for D.A. for 3. Front of the iron on the long 3-pointer. Webb knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with TU. Pennington trying to go lights out on that 3-pointer. Left it on the front of the iron. Wims back out on the floor for Coach Maddox and Benedict College. Tuskegee will have 20 on the shot clock once play gets set to resume. Wiping up a little bit of the perspiration here on the Chappie James floor. 18:09 remains in this ball game. Draper, free, easy jumper. Draper knocks it down. Draper with a rare three-pointer there for Tuskegee. 48 or 50 after that one. The three-pointer. Webb got the reverse lay-in on the other end of the floor. Had him tied up down there, but Webb somehow found some free space and got a reverse lay-in. Culpepper back to JR. Walker lead behind Draper. Draper foul unextended. Now over to Culpepper. Thought three, fires three. Culpepper front of the iron on the shot though. Coming away with the rebound is Wims. Shepard handles out front. We go to 17-20 left. Culpepper took it away from Taylor. Draper left side all the way to the rack. Head fakes, got it to the glass, and Kasane finishes for Tuskegee. Nice work by Draper at the block. He's got 10 now. The lead for Tuskegee, 52-25. Tuskegee, largest lead of the ball game was 31 on a lay-in right side. This is Parker Grant for his first field goal of the ball game. Walker out front. I think the timeout's taken by Coach Taylor. 16:39 left. Yeah, Coach Taylor took it. Let's take a look at the replay there. Draper under control at the block and got that easy lay-in on the Alabama power point in the paint for him and Tuskegee. 16:39 left in the ball game. Tuskegee looking for its first win of the season, as is the Tigers of Benedict, or as are the Tigers as well. They are 0-3. Tuskegee at 0-4. Tuskegee started the season off in that SIAC Gulf South crossover, playing Christian Brothers in the first ball game, then Union out of Tennessee in the second. Then they got Albany State on the road down at Albany, and Albany won that one 66-60. And then Fayetteville State at Clark Atlanta on Saturday in the All-Star Challenge up there. Lost that one 64-54. So here in the confines, amongst some friendly faces here inside Chappie James, Tuskegee trying to get that first win. Predicted to finish second in the West in the SIAC. Finished in that position last season. Had an early exit in the SIAC tournament. And Tuskegee trying to change directions just a bit here this season. Get deeper into the tournament and into the playoffs. But everything starts with that first win. After the timeout, Pennington to inbound it. Pushes it in the corner to Walker. Draper with it beyond the arc. Now up top to Chip. On the turn, Pennington's free behind the arc. 10 to shoot now for Tuskegee. Draper in the corner, tapped around and thrown away. Tigers of Benedict come back the other way. Shepard across the timeline. Hard push right side all the way to the rack. And Parker Grant with back-to-back field goals for Benedict. He's got 4. And the lead now is 52-29. Walker out front over to Pennington. Tuskegee taking his foot off the gas just early here in the second half. Draper with it across the floor over to Culpepper. Shot clock to 10. Pennington got some space. Cross dribble by DA at the block. Slides all the way through. Stepped on the inbound line. So the basketball back over to Benedict, and all of a sudden a series of turnovers here by Tuskegee. With a timeout on the floor with 15:46 left. I believe this is going to be the media timeout. 52-29. Tuskegee with the lead. Let's take a break here on GTSN.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
After the timeout, 15:46 remains. Tuskegee going to send Christopher Whitmore Jr. out on the floor. They try to trap it in the backcourt. Across the timeline comes Wings. Now down in the corner. Grant has it. Shot out front. This one off of the back of the iron. Draper touched it last. It'll stay with Benedict. Shepard took a long three-point shot, and the long rebound bounced away, but Draper got a hand on it, couldn't corral it, and Benedict will have it, far side of the floor. Noah Goins and Frankie Denard kind of tying things up there inside the paint. Esposito McClarty stepping in, separating them. Tuskegee back in action here at Chappie James on Tuesday, November 26th. They'll meet the Hurricanes of Georgia Southwestern right here inside the arena. We'll have that coverage for you on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Half court set now for Benedict. We're down to 15:25 remaining. Shepard with it out front. He'll work it left side over to Grant. Parker Grant, he's got back-to-back field goals for them. Slides it down in the corner now. This is Rogers. 5 to shoot. Grant with the jump shot. That's an air ball. Goins had it, lost it out of bounds. So a second chance opportunity here for Benedict. Trey Crawford immediately onto the floor. He'll replace Noah in the lineup. Noah not able to corral that loose basketball. Arthur Maddox, got to look at him, his 7th season at Benedict. 96 and 69 overall in that 7-year span. 58% winning percentage for him. He's done some good things after taking over after the legendary Fred Watson. Shot on the inside. Wims can't get that to fall on an easy crip shot, but the basketball comes back to Benedict, and they'll get another 20 seconds to work with. Cross dribble, Denard, right side. Shepard on the move now. Across the floor to Taylor. Taylor, hard push shot. Yellowwood block shot there at the baseline by Culpepper. Alley-oop again. Crawford too tall for that one. This time, Whitmore trying to get him the alley-oop pass. Back the other way. Shot rejected again. This time it's Kasami Draper with the Yellowwood block shot. So back-to-back Yellowwoods for Tuskegee. Draper at the block. Pumps once. Fighting to the rack. And lost it the far side of the floor. Shepard clears for Benedict. Taylor on the move at the block. Tapped out of bounds. Whitmore saying that he didn't touch it last. Take a look at this replay here. On that slide all the way through. There's their first Yellowwood block shot by the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Good defensive work on the inside and back the other way. Another good look at that is Draper. Knocked that one to the glass. 14-14 remaining in this basketball game. We have a Mutombo on the floor. It was Bretner Mutombo for the Tigers of Benedict. But that time, Culpepper and Draper wagging some fingers saying not here in Chappie James. And back the other way, got an offensive push-off. Tuskegee with the basketball. Zaire Rogers guilty of the push-off, so Tuskegee back the other way. Walker pushes left side to Draper. Back to RJ. Up top now, Culpepper. Bounce pass at the block, Draper. Across the floor, good ball movement for Tuskegee. Back out front, there's Whitmore. Running jumper right side, rattled good by Christopher. And Christopher, his first field goal of the season for Tuskegee. Left side at the rack, drawing the defense. Could be Culpepper, could be Draper. They'll call it on Draper. And Kasami's gotten his second. Comes with 13:36 remaining. Tuskegee with a 54-29 lead. If you look at the jumper there by Christopher Whitmore, and Whitmore is on target for Tuskegee. The left-hander has such good form on his jumper and can create space himself on the dribble. His first field goal of the season. Rogers at the line shooting, and he got the first. So Rogers with one more coming. That's his first point of the ball game. Missed on the second. Kasame Draper clears for Tuskegee. Half court trapped now by the Tigers of Benedict. Crawford turns, dumps it down low. Draper there for the flush for Tuskegee. Nice recognition there by Crawford to get that basketball down low. He'll get the assist. And Draper gets another Alabama power point in the paint. Draper with 13 in the ball game. On the penetration on the inside, Rogers is tied up. I think they're going to call that one up as you take a look at the pass from Crawford down low. They call that foul on Culpepper prior or just after the work. You see Draper there on the dunk inside. So Culpepper picks up his second. And at the line, Rogers right back there for Benedict. Rogers misses on the first. Darius Baguette out on the floor. Shaquille Hill out there. All being substituted into the game by Arthur Maddox. Austin Taylor out on the floor now for Coach Vinci Taylor and Tuskegee. 1 of 2 from the line for Rogers. And the Tuskegee lead now is 56-31. Full court pressure. Culpepper comes across the timeline, had it tapped from behind. It'll stay with Tuskegee. Technical foul going to be called there. Nicely done there. Parker Grant was tied up there with Austin Taylor on the other side of the floor. Taylor was there and trying not to create any contact between them, but when the two of them were being separated, see if we got a look at this at the sideline here as you take a look at this play coming your way. Right here at the end of this play, you see Austin Taylor, and they collide heads there. And you see Taylor just trying to stay clear, just really attending to the bump on his head. And then right at the end of the play, Parker Grant just kind of slapping his hands away. So the technical foul will send Christopher Whitmore to the line for Tuskegee. And Christopher got 1 of 2 from the line. And the basketball will belong to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Austin seems to be okay. The two of them bumped heads initially. And Parker Grant, the junior, getting the worst of that both ways. He's holding his back. He's hit with a technical. He's on the bench. 13:02 remains. Tuskegee, after the technical, they got that 1 free throw out of 2. They'll have it half court set. Crawford with the basketball. Trey back out front to Taylor. Poston, Draper way away from the basket now with 10 to shoot. Up top to Crawford, 7 to shoot for Tuskegee. Taylor now moves left side. John gets some space and a whistle. Now get him for the offensive push-off. Austin trying to create some space there and pushed off. So that's his second. Basketball back to Benedict. Shaquille Hill went and bounded in the backcourt. Baguette across the timeline. Culpepper catching up defensively. On the weave, Shepard bumped for no foul. In traffic, doubled there, and a whistle on the inside. They call that on Kasami Draper on the inside. They were all bunched up there on the inside. Difficult to tell who actually committed a foul. Non-shooting foul, so Darius Baguette, you see him on the screen there, set to inbound it. Bounce pass. Down at the block, Rogers can't get that to fall. Draper tried to tap it free. It's loose and it comes back to Benedict. They go right back inside to Rogers at the block on Draper playing with three. On the move, Baguette. In traffic underneath the defense and another whistle. This time it'll be Taylor coming out of there with a foul assessment. So Austin's picked up his third. 12:04 remains. And back to the line go the Tigers of Benedict. This time it's Baguette, the senior. Baguette, the senior from Altamira, Arkansas, transferred into Benedict from Albany Tech down in South Georgia. One more coming for Baguette at the line. Missed on that one. And the rebound comes clear to Crawford. 57-31, Tuskegee leads. Culpepper, half-court set. Middle of the floor now. Taylor handles out front, playing with three, the redshirt junior from Honolulu. They try to get it inside to Draper, and a foul called on the inside. Bretner Mutombo back out on the floor, and he commits the foul right away. Mutombo, that's his third. 11:44 remains in the basketball game. Media timeout. Tuskegee leads it at that timeout, 57-31. Back after the break on GTSN.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Tuskegee fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/.
Back after the timeout here in Chappie James Arena. And Coach Benji Taylor. Coach Taylor in his sixth campaign here at Tuskegee University. 160, 171 overall career record for Coach Taylor. He's been a head coach for 13 years now. Last 6 here at Tuskegee. 71 and 58 at 55% winning percentage for Coach Taylor here at Tuskegee. Half-court set now for the Golden Tigers. Taylor out front. He'll work it right side. Zone defense now by the Tigers of Benedict. Turning, foul line extended. Bank shot out front by Trey Crawford. Crawford with his best performance thus far this season. He's got 6 in the basketball game. 57-31, Tuskegee leads. Mutombo at the block, shot rejected at the base there by Crawford. That's a Yellowwood block shot there. Culpepper comes away with it for Tuskegee across the timeline. 59-31, TU leads. Entry pass Crawford. Crawford's got some space. Had to dump it down low. Draper fighting for the inside block. Got a whistle as he worked his way inside. Every opportunity Tuskegee gets, they try to work it inside to Draper. But this time what you see out front is Crawford banking out front, and then he'll dump it down low. After this one, he got that bank again, another look at that, but he got a good assist on the play after that down to Draper to let him get to the free throw line for Tuskegee with 11:01 remaining in the ball game. Draper to shoot two. Got so many replays from Lisa Barnett, I can't keep up. Webb back out on the floor now for the the Tigers of Benedict. Also back out for Coach Maddox is Dante Wims. Matumbo takes a seat, and so does Baguette. Draper at the line. Got that one to fall. 1 of 2 from the line there for Kasami. 60-31, TU with the lead. Benedict with the basketball. Shepard handles, half-court set. Tries to work off of a screen, but bounced it off of his leg. Culpepper had it. Now, Tariq Shepard takes it away in the backcourt for Benedict. Bounce pass, Webb behind the defense. And going over the top that time was Trey Crawford, and I'm talking about over the top. Lucky to be okay, as Webb was underneath. And Crawford was not going to let him have a free lay-in. Tried to challenge that on the backside. Take a look at about the acrobatics here now, all the way over. And lucky he didn't go head first on that. Able to turn his head just enough to the right to avoid a straight downward arc of that head. So Crawford flying high on that. And he's over at the training table at Tuskegee, talking to Marcus Jeter and his crew. Got lucky there. Webb at the line for Benedict. Webb knocks down that first free throw. Talking about Crawford, on Saturday had an awkward play against the Broncos of Fayetteville State when he took a shot, and I'm not sure if it just knocked the wind out of him momentarily, but it was some grave concern for him for a few minutes, but was able to come up and get back into the ball game. And in a half-court set there, Tuskegee almost throwing that basketball away. They will keep it, though. In a half-court set with 10:34 remaining. Chip Culpepper to inbound it just in front of the scorer's table. So it's Culpepper, Taylor, Cambridge who just got on the floor, Whitmore, and Kasami Draper, the 5 for Coach Benchy Taylor. A lot of moving pieces for Coach Taylor early part of the season. Try to get a sense about his rotation for the season as you get into conference play. It's their second conference contest. They met Albany State earlier in the season, lost to them by 6. In the season conference opener for both of those teams. Half-court set, play resumes. Across the floor, Whitmore. Taylor now. Back to Christopher for 3. Missed on the shot from outside. Cambridge got the rebound. He's roughed up there by a couple of Tigers from Benedict. And we'll see who comes away with the foul. They will hit Shepard with the foul. That's his second. That's actually Shepard's third indicated here on the scoreboard. And Tyshawn Boyce had those early 3 fouls in the first half. He's back out on the floor. He'll replace Draper in the lineup to give Kasami a breather. Dillon shooting here for Tuskegee. Good start by Dillon, the redshirt sophomore. Got a field goal early on and backed that up with a three-pointer, a rare three-pointer by Cambridge. Finished that first half with 5, or 6, because he had a free throw as well. And got a lane violation here on this free throw attempt. So Benedict will have the basketball. It'll be Hill to inbound it in the backcourt. Reminder that tickets are still available for the Turkey Day Classic on Thanksgiving Day. Tuskegee football meeting the Hornets of Alabama State in that traditional classic. Down at the block, leaving it short at the rack was Hill. Rebound to Cambridge for Tuskegee. Dillon just outworks almost everybody. In the corner, Culpepper for three, front of the iron. There's Cambridge, got a rebound, put back, missed on the shot. Culpepper got it. Taylor across the floor. Whitmore for three, rattled it good for Tuskegee. So Christopher with 6 in the ball game. First three-pointer for him. 63-33. Tuskegee's largest lead, 31. And just a point shy of that. Shepard on the move, left block. Leans back, and he drew a foul from Taylor. And that'll be Austin's 4th. He probably won't come away believing that. As you take a look at this now, as Whitmore, the lefty with the range, banged it home for Tuskegee. He's just a victim of not enough playing time, because the more he plays, the better he plays on the floor. Parker Grant back out for the Tigers of Benedict. I'll have to wait until the next dead ball. R.J. Walker set to come out for Tuskegee as well. He'll have to do the same thing. So Taylor picks up his 4th. He'll go to the bench with 9:25 remaining. And early part of the season here, don't quite have the crew here that's normally here to wipe up the floors in between plays. So the officials are having to do a lot of that, with a lot of the players pitching in as well. Tuesday night basketball here in Tuskegee. Good crowd. First free throw spins in and out of there for Shepard. Now Grant and Walker out on the floor. Grant for Benedict, Walker for TU. .925 remains. Shepard, 1 of 2 from the line. Walker with it and facing that full court pressure by Benedict. Tap and thrown away. Tigers take it away. That press there rattled Walker for a moment. Gave it up on the turnover. Parker Grant backpedals for Benedict. Shepard now free. At the block. They work it down low to Wims. He's doubled there. Webb across the paint. 5 to shoot. They got it airborne, but the shot is off. Left side rebound, Cambridge for Tuskegee. We're at 8:46 remaining in the basketball game. Tuskegee with the 63-34 lead. Cambridge hard fake at the block to the cylinder. Partially deflected by Webb. Good defensive effort by him on the inside. Wings on the move. To the rack, missed on the shot, got a rebound, missed on the putback. Cambridge clears for Tuskegee. 4-on-2 basketball now. Can they take advantage of it? They go across the floor to Whitmore, back to Boyce. Boyce, left side, slides and travels with the basketball. Tuskegee had the numbers that trip down the floor. Spacing wasn't exactly what they wanted. Not able to take advantage of it. Basketball back to Benedict. And back out for Benedict, Zaire Rogers, the senior. 8 minutes, 18 seconds remains. Tuskegee with the 63-34 lead. Bryce Cummings set to come onto the floor now for Tuskegee. He'll replace Dylan Cambridge in the lineup. Julian Watson out there as well. Cummings, the junior from Tallahassee, Florida, showed all kinds of signs of brightness last season. Did not play on Saturday against Fayetteville. Did not even dress in that game. It seemed to have been favoring that left leg, but he's out on the floor tonight. Right side, Shepard with the basketball. Cambridge guarding, Cummings guarding him, that is. Now a jumper from way out front. That one's rattled and off the mark. Whitmore coming in behind Grant to tap it out of bounds. It'll stay with Benedict, and we go to 8:01 remaining. Weems has to stretch, but gets the inbound pass. At the block all the way through. Hard lay in there by Denard. Left side, falling back to the inside for the good lay-in. Give him 4 in the ball game to make it 63-36. Watson jumper, right corner. He knocks it down. Julian with his first 2 of the ball game. Watson, the junior from Baton Rouge. Quality minutes for him last season. Parker Grant takes a 3, creased the rim. Rebound fought for. Walker had it, lost it to Shepard. Boyce blocks his shot with a yellow with a block inside the paint. Boyce gonna lead a break now. He'll take it all the way through to the rack and a whistle. Boyce is fouled and he will go to the line. So Tyshawn Boyce just kind of handling things on his own. That trip down the floor. They call the foul on Denard. That's his second. As you take a look at the replay here. Coming back the other way, the timeout on the floor. Boyce will be going to the line after the work defensively by Tuskegee. It's 65-36. Tuskegee with the lead. We'll take the media timeout here on GTSN.
Be the you you've always wanted to be. Wind Creek Casino. It's your kind of fabulous.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
$7:12 remains here inside Chappie James. Tuskegee with a 65-36 lead over the Tigers of Benedict College. Tuskegee 25 of 48 from the floor at 52% shooting. Their best performance from the floor thus far this season. 11 of 45 shooting for the Tigers of Benedict. They're at 24%. Tuskegee, good job in this basketball game to get an early lead, and they have kept it. Only 10 turnovers thus far for them in the ball game compared to 19 for the Tigers of Benedict. Tuskegee with 19 Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break points compared to 2 for the Tigers of Benedict. And Boyce at the line, able to convert there on that free throw for Tuskegee. Boyce almost with a takeaway there in the half-court set. And good for him. Tyshawn expected to be a big pillar for Tuskegee on the middle. Shot there in the corner. That one's knocked down by Johnny Taylor Jr. There was a three-pointer by him, make it 66-39. Walker back out on the floor, handling the basketball out front for Tuskegee. RJ had it tapped by Grant. Now Boyce handles. Tried to give it and go down low to Walker. Walker down there underneath and got it to the cylinder. Nice pass from Boyce. Nice finish by RJ. So he's got 8 in this ball game. Takeaway back on the other end now. Tuskegee coming back the other way. 3-on-2. Right block. And foul called at the block there. Bryce Cummings working it right side after receiving that pass. And Taylor commits the foul on Bryce. Second on Taylor. And Bryce Cummings, the junior, to the line. Only 4 minutes of play in this early part of the season. walked on to this basketball team. As Cummings missed the first of the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound to the Tigers of Benedict now. They run the floor right side. Watson on the defense, but he fouls Parker Grant on the penetration right side. Watson with his second. 6:01 remains. 17 assists so far in this basketball game for Tuskegee. Grant to shoot two here for Benedict. Grant got the first. Trey Crawford, glad to see him back out onto the floor after his acrobatic tumble to the surface over one of the Benedict players. Grant good both from the line. Full court pressure by Benedict. Cambridge, Watson, they get it up the floor now to Boyce. Boyce, entry pass. And jumper from out front, and again. Boyce with a long-range jumper there for Tuskegee. That was a three-pointer, rare one for him. Down at the block, challenging. There's another Yellowwood block on the inside. This one by Trey Crawford. Watson with the basketball for Tuskegee. Across the floor now, Whitmore. Now Trey bounces at the block. Boyce bounce pass at the block. Down, easily done there at the block. There's the lay-in by Bryce Cummings. Cummings with his first field goal of the ball game. Big assist there by Tyshawn Boyce. That's exactly what they want to see from him. Right side now is Baguette leaning back with the jumper. Rattled it, shot bounced around, and a rebound comes clear to Taylor and Benedict. Taylor pushes a three, left side, missed on the shot. And that's Cummings at the block to clear it for Tuskegee. And they tie it up at the line. I think they're going to get Cummings for being on the inbound line. Take a look there as they come back out front. There's Whitmore with space for a three. Knocks it down. That was Whitmore on that three-pointer instead of Boyce. Now back on the inside. There's Boyce with the assist. And down at the block, Bryce Cummings with his first field goal of the season for Tuskegee. We'll give that three-pointer there to Whitmore, and that's Whitmore's second three-pointer of the ball game. Three-point effort out front. This one off the mark by Taylor. Rebound, Tuskegee. 4:39 remains. Watson across the timeline for TU. Boyce, he'll take the bounce pass left flank. Now top, Crawford. Crawford squares for three. Bingo for Crawford. Crawford inside and outside, doing the work tonight for TU. He's got 11 in the ball game. Tuskegee leads it 76-41. Jumper in the paint. That's nicely done there by Baguette. Baguette with his first field goal of the ball game. Watson races across the timeline. Whitmore right side. We're under 4 remaining here. Watson down in the corner, 14 to shoot for Tuskegee. Julian slides it inside to Boyce. Boyce squares at the blocks, and a blocking foul at the baseline. Rogers trying to deny Tyshawn at the block, and he commits the foul. Rogers picks up number 3. And a timeout on the floor. It's our final media timeout of the basketball game. 3:44 remains. Tuskegee with the 76-43 lead over the Tigers of Benedict. Final 3:44 after this break.
Hey, Tuskegee fans, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and you are listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go to you.
Keep up with Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network with games and other content carried on the Tuskegee Athletics YouTube channel throughout the season.
Willie Streeter here, owner of Vibes Restaurant and Lounge in Tuskegee, Alabama. Also the host of the Aaron James Coaches Show. And this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Three minutes, 44 seconds remaining here at Chappie. James. Hard-working Bryce Cummings back out on the floor, the junior from Tallahassee. A couple of minutes of play for him. Pretty good at the line. Tyshawn Boyce, he's been pretty good this afternoon as well. In fact, all of the Golden Tigers have been pretty good in this basketball game. Surveying that roster, trying to see, I think maybe Howell and Julian, maybe the only Tuskegee players that have not scored in this basketball game. Boyce misses from the free throw line. Out one of two. Across the timeline now, Benedict with the basketball. Baguette handles up front. Across the floor, Shepard. Partially the block there by Julian Watson. Up the floor to Whitmore. Christopher doesn't have any numbers in front of him this time. He'll have to pull it back. Over to Watson. He'll fire a long-range three. Rattled and missed it. Crawford gave chase. Rebound at the block. There's Whitmore for the putback for Tuskegee. Christopher all over the floor here in this basketball game. Shepard in the corner. They work it to Campbell. 3 minutes remains. 79-43 TU with the big lead. Dump it down low at the block. Weems got behind the defense for an easy lay-in. He's got 7 in the ball game for Benedict. Watson in the backcourt. Foul there in the backcourt by Shepard. Shepard, one of those holdovers from a year ago for the Tigers of Benedict. He and Denard. But the rest of this group is completely new for Coach Maddox and Benedict. So Julian at the line, a chance for him to get in the scoring column from the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2 here on the bonus. Got the first one to fall. Speak of the lone Tuskegee player without a field goal, Evan Howell, the senior, makes it out on the floor. Howell had a big block in that first half. Yellowwood block on the inside, but still looking for that first field goal. So Watson for the second. Julian left that one on the front of the iron. 2:35 remains. And shot rejected inside. There's another Yellowwood block. This one by Bryce Cummings. Basketball over to Julian. Whitmore cuts, fires a 3, and drains the 3 for Tuskegee. Whitmore with his 3rd triple of the ball game for TU. He's got 17 in the ball game. Underneath on the defense and a whistle there down low. Spinning on the inside was Baguette. Back the other way. You want to see some money? There it is. Whitmore from long range. This time a closer view of it from his vantage point. Same result. Whitmore, 3 3-pointers in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. His best performance of the season so far. See the play of the Golden Tigers here tonight. A lot to look forward out of this group in conference play. Back here on next Tuesday in non-conference action against the Hurricanes of Georgia Southwestern. We'll have that coverage for you here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. We'll also have some coverage from here tomorrow night when the Golden Tigers on the women's side host the Argonauts of West Florida here inside Chappie James. Argonauts, a good team. They're undefeated at 3-0 in Gulf South play. So Tuskegee will have its hands full trying to get their 2nd win of the campaign. Coach Wester and the Golden Tigers up for that challenge. From the free throw line, that one's off the mark by Baguette. Benedict 15 of 28 from the free throw line at 54%. And that one on the front of the iron as well, as Howell comes away with that rebound for Tuskegee with less than 2 minutes remaining in the basketball game now. Watson handles out front. On the weave up top to Cummings. Right side Whitmore at the block. There's Howell. Howell squares toward the basket. Now works his way on the inside. Turns, floating shot. Line drives off the mark by Evan. He wanted that basket. He knows he's the only one out there that hadn't scored for Tuskegee. This one almost lost out of bounds by the Tigers in a half-court set. Instead, the three-point offering out front. Rebound again by Howell. Outlet pass to Whitmore. Christopher slides, jumper, corner. Good. Whitmore. He loves this facility. Knows his place on the floor. 17-8, 19 for him in the ball game. Jumper in the corner. This one short of the mark by Jalen Blunt, the junior. Rebound to Cummings. Less than a minute remaining as Watson comes across the timeline. Whitmore pops out for the basketball. Oh, he'll take it on the turn. Dumped it inside. Evan. Evan had it taken away on the inside. It was doubled there. Benedict quickly back the other way. Running jumper. Good defensive work by Crawford to partially deflect that basketball. Another look inside, and finally the Tigers and Benedict get a basket with Campbell on the inside. Campbell gets his first two before this ball game comes to a close. Watson, 20 seconds left now. Tuskegee does not have to take another shot. And Coach Taylor likely has instructed his group not to do so. So the Tigers of Tuskegee, what a performance here in this basketball game against the Tigers of Benedict in conference play. Tuskegee going to come away with an 85-47 win over the Tigers of Benedict. Get their first win of the season. They go to 1-4 overall. I have to run this 1 second off here. And Tuskegee will win at 85-47. So Tuskegee turning in a great performance, hoping they can carry that on throughout the rest of the season. Coach Taylor, Coach Maddox, high-fiving it at the scorer's table. Tuskegee just jumped out early in this ball game after Benedict got the first lead of the contest at 18:50 remaining. It was all Tuskegee after that. Tuskegee with the 85-47 final over the Tigers of Benedict. That means Golden Tigers go to 1-4 overall and 1-1 in SIAC play. And the Tigers of Benedict is still winless at 0-4 and still looking for their first SIAC win. We'll take a quick break here and come back with the wrap-up here at Chappie James Arena as Tuskegee wins at 85-47. Back with the post after this.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen. Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Back live here inside Chappie James. Tuskegee with a convincing win over the Tigers of Benedict College, 85-47. And Tuskegee gets its first win of the season, and more importantly, its first conference win of the campaign as well, over the Tigers of Benedict College, who continue to search for their first win of the campaign. A lot of good numbers for Tuskegee in this basketball game. From the floor, Tuskegee finished the ball game at 56% shooting, 32 of 57 from the floor, compared to a 15 of 61 performance by the Tigers of Benedict. They finished at 25% shooting in this basketball game. From behind the arc, Tuskegee 9 of 20 or 45% shooting from there. Benedict 2 of 23 at 8% shooting from the free throw line. Tuskegee 12 of 28. That's the category they're still looking to improve. They finish at 43% shooting from the free throw line. Tuskegee in a good ball game, trying to get Coach Taylor up here with us and some of his thoughts about this ball game after his Golden Tigers win it. You can do it however you want, man. When you win like that, you can stand our set, brother. Coach Benji Taylor joins us here in the post game. Coach, 85-47, not a whole lot to be said other than that, but a phenomenal performance by your team tonight.
It's good to see the ball go in the hole a little bit more.
Right.
I think defensively we've been playing pretty hard, pretty well all year. We fouled a little bit too much tonight, but it's only one win. We got a long way to go. We got room for improvement, but these guys have worked really hard. You know, we had 4 games, and they had 8 days on the road. And these guys were tired and gassed. We did not have a good practice yesterday. Not a lot of legs. So I told them, you know, we went back to classes today. I said, make sure you get to class. And we didn't even do a shoot around. And, you know, probably the best game we played all year in terms of trying to execute. We've had a tough schedule. I think Benedict is going to get better and better. And any win in the SIAC is a good win.
Yeah, we're just kind of looking at some of the highlights from the game. So many players instrumental in this contest. Draper, of course, on the inside. Right. And you got a great performance from Trey Crawford tonight as well.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen much of Trey, but took that early tumble or late tumble in the ballgame. We're all concerned about that.
Yeah.
And that came after Saturday up in Atlanta when he took a gut shot there. But he seemed able to regroup, had a good ballgame for you tonight.
Yeah, he's got a chance to be really good for us. He's a very mature kid. He comes from a great family, great stock. And he's been working hard. And you know, it's the way they played, you know, Colorado College a lot different than the way we play. And he's had a little bumps in the road from a transition standpoint, but we're depending on him to play like that a lot. I told him, I said, man, I've been waiting on that. We haven't seen that in practice, you know. So, and be totally honest with the way our community has suffered the last, 8-9 days.
Sure.
It was really good to be home and to sleep in our own beds and come over and play a game. And I probably did a bad job with the scheduling. But I think I really like this group. I think we got a chance to get better each and every time. Our R.J. Walker is a point guard. He's getting better. Austin's gotten better, so I feel better about our point guard position. Our wings can score it. So we just got to continue to grind and get better. And it feels really good to play at home. My next 2 are at home as well, so, yeah.
Let's talk a little about Tyshawn Boyce, because he had a rough start trying to get going last couple of ball games, but really kind of came into his own. Had some early foul trouble, but bounced back after that.
He runs downhill on offense and uphill on defense. But he's got a chance to be good for us. Gives us depth in the post. I could play him and KD together. He's a really good passer. I think he could find KD in different situations. And, tonight, I thought KD played his best game of the year. I was hoping he would have 10 rebounds, but he didn't get it. But he had 15 points, really efficient. He's getting beat up every game. I don't understand it. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out. But they're almost fouling him for profit because he's struggling at the free throw line. I think they're trying to foul him. and they just won't call it. So we just got to keep working, and he's got to, make him pay when he does go to the free throw line. But I thought he played a very physical game tonight and set the tone.
You referenced the defense early on in this ball game. I think they had 20+ turnovers in the ball game. Great
Right.
effort by your squad. Started with that full court press and really just kind of used that throughout the ball game and all parts of the floor.
Yeah. And we didn't have to run all over the place to do it and get wild to do it. We stayed with our principles tonight. They broke us down a little bit, and we got a little too open on some things, but we contested shots. I wonder how many block shots we had tonight. We had 7 blocks, so that's we're a long range team, and we had 22 assists tonight. I don't think we had 22 assists the first 4 games. So, Charles, it feels good to be home. I can't express enough to you how excited we were to play in front of our community and our fans and our student athletes and our regular students. The guys have really been chomping at the bit to play in front of, and it was a good outing for us tonight. And we'll take a few days off. We got a week off and try to figure it out.
Well, you figured it out tonight for sure. One of the things we're talking about was just the mood here on the campus, given what happened. But we had a good crowd of students to come out for the ball game nonetheless.
We won't quit. We won't falter. We're going to get stronger. We're the standard. President Brown's done a great job. His executive team has done a great job. A.D. Ruffin's done a great job of making sure our student athletes are in a good place mentally. And we've met with our guys a couple of times in the first half and to see kind of where they were. And this is, Coach, this is our happy place. So, they of course were scarred by it, and they've been dealing with it. But we're a family, and someone came in and kind of attacked our family, and we've grown from that. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot from that, and the guys have been real expressive and real communicative about where they are with it and everything, and I've been very open with hey, it don't have to be today. If it's 2 days from now, you feel like you need to take some time to do that, And to be honest with you, I really, me and my wife struggled with it. We live right here on campus, so it's been a car go by, we're jumping,
Understood.
So it's we will get stronger from this. Our university, our community, we have great leadership right now. They're doing a great job, and I think the students are going to get stronger from this and learn from it.
Well, good rebound by this basketball team tonight. Looking for that first win. 85-47 over the Tigers of Benedict. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Willie Streeter, when are we going to start the Vibes threes, the Vibes for 3, and when are we going to start the TV show over there, the radio show or whatever? Football season's over. They don't shut it down. We can't. Street, what's going on, man? I thought you said Streeter, Willie Streeter called me.
See,
I thought we was going to do something, man.
Nobody has to speak but Coach State.
Yeah, man. What we doing, man? What we doing? I go over there 4 nights a week to eat, man. Now he can't have a show for me and Coach Wester, man. What we doing, man?
Well, we'll get it on track, that's for sure.
We get it figured out.
Well, we have the Vibes Restaurant 3-point shots of the game, so we're halfway there. We'll get there.
You got to do something, man. You got to do something, man. And we're excited. And Street, if it's not too late, I'm coming to the patio, smoke me a cigar real quick. All right, victory cigar.
You deserve it,
Leave
Coach.
the back door open, man.
85-47. Congratulations
Charles, always
on the
a
win.
pleasure. Y'all have a safe trip back
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
See you
Head
next
Coach
week.
Vincey Taylor. His Golden Tigers win it tonight. 85-47 over the Tigers of Benedict College. Tuskegee now at 1-4 on the season. And they go to 1-1, and that's IAC play. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. Reminder, we're right back here tomorrow night with women's basketball, where the Golden Tigers will host the Argonauts of West Florida in women's basketball action. Tip time, 5:30. We'll be here to get you started on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Until then, on behalf of our production crew, Marcus and Lisa Burnett, our cameraman, Nadir Bukhari, this is Charles Ward saying thanks so much for joining us from Chappie, James, and back here again tomorrow for more Tuskegee basketball on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. This has been a production of the Golden Tiger Sports Network.